Welcome to NYSHEX Couch Sessions. I'm Kim Cockrell, VP of Sales and Marketing at NYSHEX, and I'm sitting here today with April Zobel, who is the Logistics and Export Manager at the Andersons, a top 5 agricultural exporter, as well as Peter Raineri, who is Global Client Manager at Maersk. Welcome, April and Peter.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Kim. We're really happy to be here. High fives.
High five. All right. So you guys obviously have a very loving relationship, and you had a great relationship from the beginning. But maybe you can just kind of tell us, April, how long have you been contracting with Maersk, and can you describe the relationship that you enjoyed with Maersk before NYSHEX?
Great question, Kim. Actually, we've been contracting with Mears since I've been in the industry. So we've been one of their shippers since I've been around. When NYSHEX came about and they were one of the first shippers on the platform, it really helped us to have some confidence in the platform because they were on the exchange. So it's allowed us to maybe mitigate some of the problems that we've experienced in the past on direct contracts. They're a premier carrier, so that really wasn't a problem, but what we incurred were maybe rolls or delays or getting on a boat or getting a booking when we needed it. And NYSHEX was a beginning of a way to allow us to mitigate those problems. So it's just given us some more confidence in the program, in the carrier, and Pete and I have just kind of grown together in new ways that we can do business on the exchange.
Do you have anything to add to this, Peter?
Well, we definitely appreciate the collaboration the Andersons brought with us and the NYSHEX team. It's, as April said, at the start of it, when we first introduced this, there was skepticism on shippers' parts, on carriers' parts, but the collaboration and we're just working together with the Andersons, I think really brought our confidence level with the NYSHEX way up.
Yeah, awesome. April, what made you decide to include NYSHEX in your already great relationship with Mears?
You know, it was hard at first. We were certainly skeptical. We thought, we're already doing this direct. Why do we need to add another layer to it? We have a great relationship. What do we need to do with somebody else to bring what we kind of looked at as distractive penalties, or maybe something that we didn't really want to add to our already existing layer. But the more we chatted, the more we collaborated, the more we looked for solutions, the better the relationship grew. So for us to add it, it was just another way for us to maybe mitigate some of our risk, a way for us to ensure that we had forward rates. Lately we've kind of contracted in a new way that we haven't done in the past. So we were used to contracting on shorter spot term rates, and now we have some that extend, almost 6 months. So it's allowed us to lock in a rate and allow us to go then sell to our customers with the security that we know we're going to get on a boat. We know what our rate is, which is kind of exciting when you head into, forward markets. So it's really grown our trust and our relationship together.
That's great. And Peter, how are you working with the Andersons through NYSHEX?
It's, as I said before, it's a lot of collaboration. It starts with an idea. It starts with April and her team approaching Maersk with an idea. And can we do that idea? Well, let's talk about the trade teams, and then the trade teams then approach the NYSHEX team and see what we can do to make it to find a solution. So there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of talking that goes on, and that's the essential part of collaboration. That's the essential part of what the value that NYSHEX brings to a relationship like the Andersons and Maersk.
Yeah, great. And April, what's been the result of your collaboration with Mears through NYSHEX?
Significant growth in volume. It's funny that you asked the question today. We actually talked about it a little bit last night when we said, let's really actually look at the numbers and compare where we've been. So it's instilled confidence in us and what we think we can do together with Maersk, as well as it's allowed for us to grow volumes just with the inherent comfort in knowing that there's going to be equipment, there's going to be a boat, there's going to be a rate, and we're not going to have to mitigate any invoices later. So our numbers have certainly trended upwards.
It's that confidence that's the key driver here. It's the confidence that we have in the Andersons that the freight will show up, and it's the confidence that the Andersons has in us that we will have that box there for them.
Okay. And April, what would you say to a shipper who believes they don't need NYSHEX because they already have really strong relationships with their carriers?
Try it out. I think that sometimes we get a little stuck in our routines, and we're pretty comfortable in what we're doing. We feel like we know our carrier reps or our trade managers, but really just try it out. The conversations can really trend in a way that you haven't done business before. We are certainly far more creative than we've ever been with a carrier. We can pose an idea to them as well as the team at NYSHEX, and a couple weeks later you're doing business in a way you hadn't done in the past. So I would say give it a go. You don't really have anything to lose.
And on that note, I can't think of anything else to add. So thank you for being a part of the first ever NYSHEX couch session, Peter and April.
Thanks, Kim.
Thanks.